No.
Why is that?
That's because we're reviewing Are You Scared 2 this Friday.
Oh,
God.
you should actually be very scared.
I'm scared.
It's Hot Boy. It's Shane.
That's him.
It's your cannibal friend Gabe. We're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mike, he has actually changed his name. He is no longer Mike G. He's Mike Gabe.
He's Gabe.
Emphasis on the Gabe.
Yes. That's why we're going to review Dante's Cove.
Hot dudes, tight guys.
Pretty much. Okay, so we're doing sequel September here on Final Friday. We're giving you your first theme month.
Yes.
You've earned it.
I finally get something on this
Is this the
godforsaken
first theme month on
podcast.
Final Friday?
Yes, it is.
Gotcha.
It's crazy.
We're
I
excited.
deserve it.
We are.
I deserve it.
It's a good coordination with the A show.
Exactly. See, the A show's doing their sequel September, so we figured, let's incorporate
B show,
here.
the
We
Bo-
got
the Bogart.
yeah. We have no shortage of sequels to discuss, and we chose probably the worst one we could discuss.
Get this shit
first.
over with.
Please.
There's like anytime you just like dread going into a discussion, it's now.
Yeah.
Like this is a movie. Are you afraid to? Are you scared to?
It's Are You Scared, right?
Don't
Yeah.
worry about getting it right.
I'm thinking. Are you afraid of the dark?
Yes. It's Are You Scared 2.
Are you scared to has no correlation to Are You Scared 1?
None.
And I think that's like the part I hate about this one the most. It has nothing to do with the first one. The first one, you can rag on it, but at least it had a story. It may have taken some elements from Saw.
Yeah.
Some elements.
Some elements from Saw, but
Some.
it had a story. This movie. All I know is that these guys were GeoHunting, and then they get mixed up with Tony Todd in a factory, and that's pretty much it.
Did you guys understand what Tony Todd was saying?
No.
Half the time?
Did you see his what chance?
Oh, it was amazing. It's almost as good as when he was face to face with that turtle.
I forget.
What was the deal with the turtle? Because the turtles are out in the desert, and then he just has a turtle.
He's face to face.
What, I know they were supposed to be on like a animal reserve, but like there's so many shots of just like a giraffe in the background.
Unbelievable. Stock giraffe footage.
Yeah.
Speaking of face to face with the turtle, would you rather public speak in front of 10K or tongue a turtle?
Oh, I'm gonna do the public speak in front of 10K because can't you get disease from turtle? Like, don't they
It's
have
a
like
clean turtle. though.
Salmonella.
Yeah, I think they have
I don't
salmonella.
know how exactly you get the salmonella from the turtle.
I'll switch it to a frog then.
No, because isn't that how you get warts?
Yeah.
Tongue
You're
warts?
just giving me disease.
Yeah, but you can find a prince.
That's true.
Yeah, but like
that's true.
public speaking. Who are you, John Dara?
No, I'm a terrible public speaker, but I also hate Sally Manella.
Nice. Ooh,
Sally Mans.
nice shirt.
Thank you. It's that time we went to Boston.
We were there.
It's great. It's better than this movie. What is your guys' opinions on the interspersed shots of people we've never seen before being murdered?
Yeah, I don't care for it. You mean like these people that are just like getting absolutely destroyed in the facility?
Yeah, but like there's no character. Like they're just fodder.
They're fodder, and they're just like, you're right, they're just cut up shots
Yeah.
of people literally getting cut up.
Yes.
I also think that the killers were strange because what's the deal with the one like hopeless romantic that has mommy issues in the basement? Like, what's his deal?
Dude, that scene actually, we're going to jump around a lot in this movie, so it doesn't matter. That scene where he lets the girl go, he's like, I changed my mind, you can go. And she, for some reason, doesn't just start sprinting. She instead waits for him to catch up and stab her.
I hated her.
I hate that movie.
Oh, and,
yeah.
and you see like the blood come out of her mouth. You don't even see the fact that he stabbed her. I'm like,
Yeah.
what happened to this girl? You're assuming she was stabbed.
There's a few moments of I was like, what happened to this character? Because it's not really shown.
Yeah, I knew she was stabbed when she's hung up later on. And
Yeah.
You see the stab wound.
Yes.
But then I put 1 and 2 together.
Yes, exactly. But I also thought she was stabbed from behind, but then it's like in the front.
Yeah, unless it went all the way through.
Yeah.
Question.
I see what you did. Did you say 1 and 2?
I did.
Yeah, but that's what you put together.
Good shit.
You put
Good
1 and
shit.
2.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Why would you put 2 and 2? It's the same number.
Shane, it's been a saying for...
Who made this saying? I need to have a
For-
talk with
The
them.
Mayans.
I need to have a talk with the Mayans. Get me the Mayans on line 1.
It's the same people.
Would
who
you
built the
rather
pyramids.
GeoHunt or tornado hunt?
Oh, Tornado
those
Hunt. I've
people
seen
that
Twister. Helen Hunt.
fucking
Great movie.
chase
I'm
tornadoes
not
for some
chasing any
reason.
tornadoes.
Yeah,
I'll
why would you ever do
I'll
that?
do GeoHunting.
I'm scared of like a few things. Tornadoes are up there.
As long as it doesn't take me to Tony Todd's den, I will tornado hunt. I mean, I will GeoHunt.
No, but like Twister, Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton, I think it was. They're just hunting tornadoes together. It's a good movie. I think Carrie Ewells is the villain in that movie.
I thought the villain was a Twister.
No. So they have a rival tornado hunter who's stealing their tornado hunting technology.
And that's Bill Paxton.
No.
Carrie Ewells.
Carrie Ewells is the
What's Helen doing in the movie?
her father was taken away in a Twister, so now she's spent her entire life studying Twisters to find her father.
Who's better, Tilda Swinton or Helen Hunt?
Ooh,
I'm gonna go.
Question.
I'm gonna go Tilda.
I was gonna say Tilda until I saw her in the Suspiria remake.
Oh God.
I was gonna go Tilda too.
Oh no.
Don't do this to Tilda.
Yeah.
Yeah, Helen Hunt's great though. She was in Team America World Police.
She was.
Yeah, so we can get back to. I'm going to transition back.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about these tasteless characters that are going on a geo hunt.
We have actually, if any of you guys can name one character,
The
Dallas.
was that the dude that was reading the GPS? I fucking hated that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got one. The rest are. I have it right
Well,
here.
there was that nice couple.
There was the Dallas. There was the couple, and then there was the the stabbed girl.
Yeah, she was dumb.
Uh,
The couple
Taryn?
was hot though.
Was
You think it was a hot
Taryn one?
couple?
Yeah, I was into it.
I like. You know what the issue is? I don't even remember how like the main characters died, other than the one who got stabbed and hung up by the guy.
Did anyone survive? I can't remember.
Yes, the Dallas survived at the end, right? Because he
he becomes the next one.
yeah. How does that even work?
I don't know. He just becomes the next one.
Now, like, so Tony Todd in this movie, right? He's controlling everything. He controls the geo hunt and he televises it. But do they? I'm not. They don't tell why he's televising it, right? Or like who he's televising it to, or
Absolutely not.
Like at the end of the day, this movie kind of doesn't have a point.
It doesn't have a point at all. And who else? Who's the other guy that's just watching?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Don't they make a point like that dude's paying a lot of money to see this?
Okay, so that's
the
what it is.
rando guy?
So
Yeah.
it's just like snuff films. He just sells snuff films.
It's like right, what's that? 13 cameras.
Yeah.
People paying for like
the video.
yeah. People pay for a lot of stuff. Shane.
Yeah, no, it's the dark web.
Feet pics.
I mean, that's not on the dark web. You can just go on feetfighter.com.
Are you on that site?
I considered selling my feet. I just don't think there's a market for mine.
Oh,
You have warts or something?
I'll disagree.
No, it's just like
You playing with some frogs recently?
it's just dude foot. Like I feel like no one wants to see dude
You
foot.
got those calloused feet.
You have
Actually, no.
you have
Well, I
really
do
bad
right
feet.
now because I did a lot of walking over the last weekend.
You got
but
those old
Yeah.
callous softball toes.
back in the softball days. No one wanted to see. But there probably is a market for sports feet, right? There's got to be weird people out there who want to see sports feet.
I don't know. People are into weird sweaty fetishes.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I was looking at my toenails the other day after a shower. I haven't clipped those bad boys in forever.
There's a market for that. You know there's a market for that.
There's a market
They
for
look
everything.
like fucking eagle talons, Shane.
Oh my God. Well, there's a market. You know what there isn't a
wanna
market
see?
for? Are You Scared 2 DVDs? Because you know no one was buying those.
I bet that shit now is so rare it's worth like $10,000.
I actually guarantee if you found one, someone would spit on you if you offered them it for free. Like, would you? There's no one in their right mind who wants to go out and buy an Are You Scared 2 DVD, right?
I just don't understand why they even label this as an Are You Scared movie. The only correlation is that there's someone watching tapes.
Yes.
Like the first one, there was actually a fire that linked him to
Why he was doing this.
wanting to kill all these people.
Did
This
we
movie-
like the first one? Did I like it?
I think we
Me
recommended
and
the
you
first
did. I
one.
don't
Yeah.
think Mike did.
Okay, that might have been it.
Oh, 'cause I hated that it was Saw.
Yeah.
It's literally just Saw.
Well, this one's not Saw.
No.
This one's like National Treasure.
Actually, yes. This is bad national treasure.
Yeah, so they're going on this geo hunt and they get mixed up and they they end up in
factory.
End up in Tony Todd's den.
And there's two killers.
Yeah.
Mama's boy and the clown, like a guy in a mask, right?
Guy
Like
in a
Just wearing
mask,
a
yeah.
mask, yeah.
he has no character.
That guy in the mask gets bitched out too.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
He gets the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah, by the
Yeah.
couple guy.
Like both killers are killed in this movie. Like
he ain't no fucking Metal Face. Was that his name?
Metal Face.
Well,
Oh, Havoc.
Havoc. He
Havoc
ain't
don't
no
get, Havoc don't get bitched out. This guy get bitched
Certainly
out.
not.
No.
Havoc's ripping tendons.
If there's one thing Havoc loves to do, it's just rip out things.
Loves ripping, and he's scared of boobies.
Yes. This movie also, there was no boobies in this movie, right?
There was a couple too. They could have done something.
There's
They
nothing.
spiced the movie up. Jesus.
This movie had no spice. It had no flavor. It
Did it
had
have-
no script.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. I
Oh,
can't
at first I thought you were gonna rile off the Spice Girl names. I got real excited. Posh,
baby,
Baby.
sugar.
Spice,
Sporty.
Ice Spice.
That's not a Spice Girl, but it's a new Spice.
She's a relevant hip hop artist.
She
now.
is. She has that one song, Bootylicious.
Yep.
That's it, Shane.
Was that
the
close?
one. Classic Beyonce from like 2002.
Yeah, this
Andrew.
Sporty.
Andrew was the guy's name, right?
No,
Andrew.
It's not Andrew Spice.
Andrew, he's a stuntman in the Spy Kids movies. Just to let you know.
good for him.
Whoa.
All right, now we have to talk about the most like pressing matter.
Oh Jesus. This is still
How did
going
Tony
on?
Todd get in this movie? How was Tony Todd's agent like, this is the one, Tony? I know you were in Candyman. I know you're in Final Destination 2, but Are You Scared is the new big franchise.
Yeah, I think he was just taking what he can get.
You got to look at his career, like trajectory. Where was he at this point? Was he low? Was he high?
He was coming down, dude.
He had to be coming down.
He was coming down.
But he got resurrected by Hatchet, like, after this, right?
Well, didn't Hatchet come out before this?
Did it?
This is 09. Hatchet came out.
You might be right.
Is he in the first Hatchet or the second
He's
Hatchet?
in both. He's barely in the
So
first,
the first
but then
Hatchet was 07, right?
yes,
Is that the Crowley
that's
vehicle?
the
That's
Crowley.
the Crowlster.
Love that guy.
Hatchet 2 came out. We should know this. We're reviewing it on the podcast in like a couple weeks.
Is there a better Bayou Butcher than Victor Crowley?
No, 2010 Hatchet 2.
Well, maybe the Tuttles, but
That's true.
Yeah. So wait. He went from Are You Scared 09 to Hatchet 2 2010.
He was just taking anything.
Yeah.
what was before Are You Scared too?
For Tony Todd?
Yeah.
Dude, he all right, so I was
He's-
looking at this. He's been in so many
Say
movies.
it, Shane. Say it. You know you want to.
Say it.
He is.
He is the
He-
black Michael Madsen.
Yeah, there it is. He's the black Michael Madsen.
That's a good thing though.
Michael Madsen's been in like 300 something movies. Tony Todd is creeping up. Tony Todd's been in 237.
More or less cocaine.
Oh, less. Much less.
Less. Tony Todd is in, I think, mostly horror movies, right?
Yes.
Except for Catfish Christmas.
I did see that. Like, I'm just like looking at some of these names. Like,
What's Madsen's like main genre? Or is he taking
I'd say
anything?
probably, is it
he's in
action?
everything but action.
that's it,
I think we
yeah.
reviewed Michael Madsen in 2 horror movies, Shark Season, and what was the fucking
Oh
movie?
my God, Damon's Revenge.
Damon's Revenge.
Oh,
Where he plays a Native American.
so good. Oh, so
Ghost
good.
killer.
So good.
I still can't believe we know someone who has seen Damon's Revenge without us recommending
I
it.
know. Insanity.
Who is that?
Andreas. He's seen Damon's Revenge. He brought
When
it up
the
to me.
fuck did he watch that?
Because it was a brand new movie. I guess he was looking for new horror movies, and he watched Damon's Revenge. And I'm like, out of all the movies that came out in 2022, dude, you're watching Damon's Revenge? I mean, it does have a crazy cast of Michael Madsen, and that's it.
Yeah, Tony Todd's 09 was kind of wild. Tony Todd's 09, he was in Are You Scared 2?
Yeah.
He was in Vampire in Vegas.
Yeah.
He was in 7 episodes of 24.
Whoa.
He was the voice
That's a
of
big
Astaroth
show.
and Batman the Brave and the Bold. He was the voice of Fallen in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. He was in an episode of Psych. And then he was also in movies The Graves, Splatter, Tom Cool, Dead in Love.
What's
This is-
Tom Cool, dude? What's Tom Cool about?
Tell us about Tom Cool. That was just all
Tom Cool
2009.
is your classic comedy. After going through 50 jobs, a young man lands a dream gig as a driver for an escort service.
50 jobs?
I literally hope that young man is Tony Todd.
You ever just like look at the cast and then just get shocked at the first like couple of names you
Who was
see?
it?
So I'm just like, oh, this sounds like a terrible movie. Only 214 people have rated it. Tony Todd's in it.
Vera Farmiga.
Top billed, Mila Kunis.
Whoa. She was in American Psycho too.
Also building this movie, Emmanuel Chikri.
She's
I
in
think I said that right?
Entourage.
Yeah.
Me and Brad watched that
And
show.
this guy seems super familiar. Clifton Collins Jr. Why do I feel like I've seen you in something?
I know Colin Hanks Jr.
Thanks.
Is he in Tom Cool?
I wish. Wait, isn't Tom Cool also the name of a cat?
I have no idea.
I'm
Shane.
sure there's some cat out there that has the name Tom
Speaking
Cool.
of a weird movie
Huh?
that we could do for this show
No.
that I didn't know existed, James Franco directed a movie in 2018.
What is it?
Was this peak like he was banging chicks from his school?
Oh, fucking A. Probably.
That peak Franco?
That's Peak Franco? I thought Peak Franco would have been 124 hours.
Pineapple
No,
Express.
this is definitely after. I forgot the name of the movie, but it's in 2018, and I was shocked to see the cast of this movie, and it looks horribly low budget.
2018, you said?
Yeah.
The Predator? The
Nope.
Pretenders?
Nope.
Ken?
No.
Future World?
Yes.
Who's in Future World? Let's see. We got James Franco, Suki Waterhouse,
Ooh.
Jeff Wahlberg,
I think she dated Pete Davidson.
Snoop Dogg,
That's a classic.
Twin Shadow,
Twin Shadow's a great artist, by the way. I don't know if you ever listen to his music. I actually really like him.
Method Man, Lucy Liu, Mila Jovovich,
Whoa. Resident Evil, I think.
Ben Youssef. Why's that name sound familiar too?
The Jove is in it.
Yeah. I mean, Mila Jovovich. When are we reviewing Resident Evil 2? The people have been asking.
Yeah, I know. They have. That they have.
Right?
I will see.
On this show?
No. On the A show.
On the A show. This is the Bogart show.
Yeah, this is where we're reviewing Tom Cool in Future World.
Tom Cool. So they're all gonna die. pretty
Yeah, we
much.
should probably finish up
Except
the
for
movie.
Dallas.
Please.
I mean, there's really
For
not
the love
much to
of
talk
God.
about.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
All right, yeah. Well, like just full, like.
Oh, sorry. We could talk about GPSs. That's a good subject.
Okay, actually, I do want to talk about GPSs in this movie. I guess
Sure.
before we wrap it up, because you see a GPS, it's like, oh, this is the map. You go down this road. Their GPS is like geometry class on steroids. There's just squares and triangles and
Right.
hallways. None of it. It looks like a bad Etch-a-Sketch.
God, it takes you back to high school.
It does. I was doing terrible in geometry.
Yeah, it's a little wild.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so just combine this element with the fact that there's two killers that are gonna butcher them.
And that's it. Eventually they escape. Eventually everyone dies, including the killers except Dallas. Dallas is confronted by the controller. Dallas brings a machete to a gunfight and wins.
Yeah,
Even though Tony Todd clearly shoots first.
he shoots him. He kills
Unbelievable.
Tony Todd. He literally then screams maniacally, and looking at all the cameras, you just assume he's going to be the next controller.
Yeah. Like there's like, it seems like we skipped stuff. All we skipped was walking.
No, there's walking and just cut up shots of still other people that you haven't seen in this movie.
Still giraffes.
Yeah.
And then-
still people.
and then them.
More
Because,
giraffes.
Mama's boy stabs that girl. That girl's then hung up.
Yeah.
And then just dies out.
Yes, she
I
just
feel like
dies out.
I feel like they just show this girl's body.
She
for,
could have waited in the car.
Yes.
She had that option. She didn't. She got herself killed.
They show her body for like 5 minutes, and then she just dies.
The one guy gets thrown off of a cliff, right? And he dies, doesn't? Or
The one in the couple?
Yeah.
Andrew,
I don't
yeah.
remember what happened. She wanted like marriage from this guy. They were gonna get married.
You like that little storyline there?
Little side
it's
plot.
so stupid because they
Now
both
they're-
die
they're
anyway.
both
There's
dead.
no one who survives and is sad.
And then they were
How's the
trying-
blonde girl die? That's what I don't remember. Or does she escape?
No, I think they all die.
They do, right?
Yeah.
I thought they all died except
Yeah.
for Dallas. How did she die? Did she get? Did she get?
Oh, Dallas kills her.
Yes,
Dallas kills her.
That's right.
That's Dallas's heel turn. Dallas kills her.
Don't remember that.
Yeah,
I watched this movie 5 days ago. That's
it's the very end.
yeah.
Dallas kills her, then he goes to the controller, kills the controller, takes over. He's now the new head of Snuff. Nicolas Cage will be searching for him any day now.
Hey, this is a real hard set.
Yeah, this is actually one of the worst
a
movies
tough
we've
set.
ever watched on this. Like, I know we say that a couple of times, like recently with like Human Zoo. This is still, I think, better than Human Zoo.
Yeah,
but-
it's on par.
It's on par. I think, yeah, because like then there's like Slaw. I think I like Slaw better than this, and
Yeah,
Slaw's
I don't-
bad.
Slaw is
Yo, let's make a tier list.
because Slaw
We
is
were gonna do that at the end of the year.
Slaw
nice.
is easily the cringiest movie. we've
I hate
watched.
it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I hated
it is
a lot.
the
Yes.
definition, the epitome of cringe.
Yes, the first Robert the doll was so
That was
boring.
the drag.
So boring. I hated Plankface. Plankface was better than this.
But Plankface had a sexual punch up.
Bro, it was bad though. Oh,
But it was sexual. Though.
It was.
Sexy, though.
I know you and Alice in Murderland.
Yeah, that was horrible because nothing happened.
Yeah. We're gonna do a top 10 worst movies list at the end of the year. So we'll save that discussion.
So this movie was like, you know, when you're watching something real late and you kind of just do one of these, you nod off,
Yeah.
and it's like 5-minute spurts here and there.
Well-
That would be like, you know, you did that, but every time you nodded off, you skipped the entertaining or fun part.
Yeah. So
That's what this movie is.
So what I started doing to stay awake during some of these really bad ones is eating ice pops.
Nice.
What flavor? Cherry?
No, I get the freezer pops from when you were a kid that they come in the liquid little
Oh,
tube
they're
and then you throw
liquid
them in
to
the
start. Yeah.
and then you freeze
Yeah.
them. That's I've been doing that.
Speaking of nodding off, you ever like nodding off when you're driving on the highway?
Oh, all the
and then
time.
you wake up and then you're driving on the opposite part of the highway into oncoming traffic.
Haven't done that one. Have you?
No.
Okay, good. We're all good.
You
then.
ever went on a geo hunt?
Yes. Geo hunting I've done. It's great.
You ever driven through a toll without paying it?
My brother just did it on accident.
Actually, I definitely have forgotten my Easy Pass before,
Yeah.
and then just went through the Easy Pass, and then it's like
And they
your Easy
gotcha.
Pass was in the car, but they don't get you because if you own an Easy Pass, I think they just bill you.
Oh.
But yeah, we're not talking about Easy Pass. We're talking about bad movies. So let's talk about a better movie next week, right?
A movie that you'd rather watch than drink oat milk.
Yes. Next week, we're going to do the only sequel, as far as we know, to this movie. We're doing another Wolf Cop.
Oh my God.
This is big. This is big
is
as
huge.
09 Tony Todd's year. This is a big one.
Yes, because this is actually
Who
going
had
to
a
be...
bigger 09, Tony Todd or Randy Orton? He was champion that whole year.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say Randy Orton because Tony Todd's 09 was pretty rough. Besides Tom Cool, I forgot. Before we actually talk about next week, we have to recommend this movie.
Fucking Tom.
Oh,
We forgot to do this part.
obviously, dude.
Yeah, no, that was a given. It's kind of why I forgot to even say it.
That's a
Obviously,
th-
we're not recommending
That's
it.
a 3-noster.
Yeah, this is the first 3 no-ster in a little bit. It's
Yeah,
bad.
An anonymous
We don't
noster.
agree a lot.
We do here. Don't watch it. Like, don't even like hate watch it. It's boring.
Yeah,
it's shit. Don't watch
It's
it.
tough to even hate watch because it's not funny and nothing
No.
happens. And only if you're really like into geo hunting plots that go nowhere.
Yeah, then you could watch it.
Or like dudes talking to turtles. You could fast forward to that part.
You're probably better off watching Scare Attraction.
You actually are. And Scare Attraction was also really
Oh,
bad.
Yeah. I just love here, Scare Attraction, and then there's just like a a Don Corleone ripoff. And then like an escape room.
It's so.
I'm like, what the hell's the?
we need to do more escape room horror.
There's a lot.
There
there's
is,
a ton
We
of
could just
them.
do like the main escape room movie on the on the
On
A show.
yeah,
on
we
the
could.
A show.
But no, there are B-roll like escape room movies. I found a few.
Yeah, I've watched one too.
Yeah.
B-roll?
Yeah, called.
Yeah.
I think there's one called the Escape Room. Or,
Yeah.
Or
Or escape puzzle fear. There's
yeah,
like
just-
all
oh,
those.
there's stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll
B-rated.
watch those. But another Wolf Cop next week. Is it better than this one? Spoiler. Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously.
All right. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, www.thefinalpodcast.com for all of our updates.
Follow us on X.
Follow us on X. I still call it Twitter.
Same.
I can't. It's always hard.
It's you know that change.
Yeah, follow us on X. You heard him.
You heard me.